If you're new here, my name is Star, and I'm here to help you remember who you already are before the world told you who you ought to be. Always use your own discernment when engaging with strangers on the internet. I'm going to be using tarot as a tool of reflection. I have oracle cards that I pulled here also. I pulled these last night before I went to bed, and there's been a really sensitive and vulnerable energy about the collective. A feeling of isolation is present, a feeling of not being good enough. There's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of fears around being ostracized from a community or being left out. Jeweled web connectivity. I don't know if you can see that because it's dark. We're all connected, right? And even more so now in this era of technology. Before cell phones and computers, you had to literally walk to your neighbor's door to talk to them, right? Before we had phones. But now with this, in this era, I don't know what to call this. In this era where we have technology, we can contact each other at the touch of our finger, right? And it creates this sense of urgency, this sense of when you get a notification, you need to respond to it right away, or this sense of you need to solve problems immediately through communication. Everything's moving quickly. Let's have Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. This could be the energy. This is number 22. 32, 22, 222. 4 and 5 is 9. There's notification sounds. Do you want to answer them or do you want to rest? There's been a lot of this transmuting pain, I think, is the energy that I'm tapping into, of this sensitivity. It's almost a rejection sensitivity, this being connected to this vast amount of people but feeling isolated from all of them. The word projection keeps coming up a lot in my interactions with others. And so I've been questioning what this word means. It's a psychological dialectic that asserts that an individual who is experiencing pain is so uncomfortable with holding their own pain that they twist the narrative, the story that they're telling themselves, onto somebody else. And through my research, I've discovered that there's a lot of people explaining what this is and how to avoid it, or how to, handle somebody doing it to you. But there's not a lot of people explaining how to handle the inner experience of somebody who happens to be projecting onto another person, right? And I feel like that in itself is almost a projection as well, because everybody is capable of this experience of projection. Everybody is capable of experiencing it happening to them. But when it happens to you, you deny, in a way, that you yourself also do this thing. And if we are all connected, somebody who is projecting onto you is feeling this heavy pain and asking for it to be seen, but they may not have the correct tools or the right words to express actually what they're feeling. When they're feeling pain, they turn it on to you and say, "You are causing me pain." When in reality, it's not you that's causing them pain, it's them feeling pain and not knowing how to express it properly, or not knowing how to hold it within themselves. Out of the mess comes elegant order. More twos. This duality in the yin-yang. The mess of emotions, this tangled web that we're a part of, right? We're a part of a collective. We're a part of the human race. And that's not to say that one human is better than another, or one human only experiences one thing and another doesn't. I think in this pain that we're transmuting, there's a sensation that we're the only ones experiencing this pain and nobody else understands. And that's the projection. The overall projection is that nobody understands how you're feeling. And so that comes out as anger, it comes out as retaliation, it comes out as contempt for another individual. When in reality, we are all experiencing pain on one level or another, whether we admit that or not. And it's untangling and unraveling all of these emotions within ourselves that we can begin to fully embrace and connect with one another. The universe wants to co-conspire with you. The universe wants to co-create with you. The universe wants you to be able to connect with other individuals without feeling like you're being rejected, without feeling like it's going to cause you pain, without feeling like your words don't matter or your thoughts and your feelings don't matter, because they do. And the lie that you tell yourself is that they don't matter and that you're just a mess and that you can't fit in. That's the lie. That's your brain trying to protect you because that's all it's ever known. And when we move into this unexpected energy and allow ourselves to connect on a deeper level, allow ourselves to unravel these emotions, then we can have deeper connections with other people. We can have a deeper connection with ourselves. We are meant to connect with one another. We're not meant to go alone. We're not meant to sit by ourselves. As humans, we are social creatures. We're meant to be connected, but with this era of technology, when we can connect with somebody through a screen, there's still this sense of disconnection because we're not actually physically present with somebody. We're all moving with our minds, typing, texting. That all deals with the mental realm. There's no physical touch. There's no eye contact. When you read something from somebody else, you interpret it through your own lens. There's no tone through voice, unless of course you're listening to a video, that's different, right? But a lot of communication happens through a written format. And it almost becomes like the telephone game, if you've ever played the telephone game, where it goes through a line of people's perceptions, what people hear, what people see, and they take that information and filter it through their lens and carry it on to the next person. And over time, that message gets diluted, or it gets misconstrued, misinterpreted. And then we're left feeling frustrated because we're feeling unheard. We say, that's not what I said, that's not what I meant. Because we need this physical interaction. We need to be able to see people's expressions and people's non-verbal communication, the body language. That's what we're missing. Abundance. There's a lot of full moons and circles. So this is actually being completed, right? This transmuting pain. We're moving out of this state of feeling like we're alone and feeling like nobody gets us, because we realize that we're connected in unexpected ways and that we are connected to an abundant universe. And although we live in this duality, we're able to step outside and zoom out of the mess and see the beauty of the pain that we've experienced. We're able to use that and transmute it and turn it into art, turn it into fortune. Oh. The King of Cups, to confirm. You've become the master of your emotional world. You're not afraid to sit alone in the mess that you've made or that you've experienced. Pure potential. This is, all these feathers here are fascinating. Flight, birds, freedom. Feathers could symbolize freedom. Freedom from the thoughts and beliefs that were limiting you before, that were keeping you disconnected, that were keeping you feeling isolated. We also have the Seven of Wands. This is almost, when I see the Seven of Wands, to me it feels like a defensiveness. Fighting for what you believe in. But this to me is telling me that we're no longer fighting. It's like we're allowing this experience to be as it is. We've become an observer of it. We're observing the connections without allowing them to control our emotions. We're observing all of this passionate energy in the web of other people. We're observing the mess without allowing it to disrupt us. We're able to walk away. We've learned that it's all these full moons. The full moons are illuminating. Something has been illuminated, and you realize that you have sovereignty over your own emotions, right? And you are aware of when something is serving you. If you're engaging in something, in some kind of communication, you're aware if it is beneficial for you or if you need to step away. We also have the Four of Cups here as well. Not being swayed by emotions. Knowing that you have enough. Knowing that you can reach out and take this whenever you need to. Knowing that you can leave it behind whenever you need to. And again, putting those swords down. Not needing to take more than you can handle. We're no longer lying to ourselves. We're aware of what we need to do in the world and how to get to where we're going. We see the truth through the lies. That's the message for the day. If you resonated with this, you can give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.